One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi, people. I need to be more pushy. They push people to places. I hope you had a nice day and a nice weekend until now. I worked until so it's a little more than an hour. But I'm doing stuff in the background. I didn't do much, but I do some stuff in the background. Yeah. I got 2 updates. One is an old one that was from 24th. That was Sunday. Yeah, someone with collaboration, but I think I spoke about that. The other one is I got some feedback about how long my model will take, so it will be problematic. It will be probably not before. Actually, need to cancel that. Not before end of next month. So not that my model is done until end of next month. I think it will still be 2 weeks, but for everything around it, preparation and stuff like this, will be end of next month. That said, I will just see if what makes sense. What I want to do is, while I have the new model, at the first week I wanted to do a 24-hour stream, so I need to think about how to plan that. But until I have something, I will not plan it. Normally it's 2 weeks before I need to plan it, and so for something like this. So with work I don't have that much of a problem. So the other thing is, I thought about 2 stuffs. One is doing some community tasks, like getting you guys involved into the stream with some kind of stuff. I mean, we can do question answers, things and ideas and stuff like this, but yeah, the thing is, if there are not many people, we don't have much. But there is stuff we can even do offline. So even if people are not that interested, I can say, yeah, I recorded, I uploaded it, and if someone wants feedback or something stream related to feedback, we can look into it. But I like the part so much. Yeah, you know what I mean. For that, we need one thing. I actually need to give you this social thingy. So no detracted, debut, collab. We need community stuff. So if you don't know, Google Drive is powerful. Okay, Google, this is Google Drive. How powerful can it be? Yeah, the thing is, you know Microsoft products. And with Microsoft products, you can have a form. You can do the same with Google. You can say you can create a form with click and click, copy paste some stuff, and I can say community ideas, where we can add something like this. But one thing that I really like about this is that you can just make a form, give it to someone and say, hey, I have a form and you may want to use that, and you have everything you want in it. So I have two ideas. One is community games thus, where you guys can send me some ideas with what we can do. So one thing could be like the type. The type is multiple choice, so it can be a game with less than, let's say, 10 players. With that, it's like, okay, we play, for example, Rocket League, League of Legends or something like this, so we can add people. As an example, is the only thing I just noticed now. It can be let's see, a game with 10 players. Like, I can have something on the screen and you push something like the play together thingy. Could be. It could be something like rate my setup kind of thing. It can be give me feedback on something. Could be stream, coding or something like this. So I will add a different form because I really want to do that. Because sometimes it could be really interesting to give feedback, even if it's just the basic one. Why is XYZ not working? Probably why XYZ is not working. No, because you do XYZ wrong. No idea. And what other stuff can I do? Q and A kind of thing, question answers about different kind of things. That's required. We can add other. So you have that. Maybe you want something else. Yeah, one other thing we want is... Oh, follow. Thank you for the follow, Metal Martyr. Okay. Yeah. That's another thing. We can say... I don't even see you here in the chat, so I have no idea where that follow comes from. Maybe Twitch is just broken, I have no idea. I get a follow without even having someone in here. Twitch? Come on. I can't even unhide. Just to let you see. I try to unhide my viewers. And it's broken. No, it works. Twitch, please. Or Steam. Strange things happens. Yeah. So, one other thing. If we want to have something like this, we need some answers. So we can say short answer, long answer. The short answer is maybe just for base idea. Short. So we say, okay, we play the game, like League of Legends, Rocket League, come. World of Warcraft. Okay, for World of Warcraft, I need to pay too much. But you know what I mean. Short answer. And then. Description. Or notification. Information. Because we need more information. Just both requirement. So. Let's say we use this now, and let's say, okay, not even published, but we need to get the responses. And we can say, okay, we make it a quiz or response or stuff like this. This could be really interesting. But what we actually want is link to a sheet. And maybe use an existent one, and for the existent one we can say... select. My drive, non-stream stuff. I will add that to my link list, just so you know. Social post, Twitter, Twitter. I'm just stupid. Community. Task. Game. Does it work now? Yeah, come on. No, it works. So. And now we have it. The interesting part about this is you can fill it out and you can see where it is here, and you can actually just, what I want to do is add one more column on the right and put notes into it, because sometimes you need it. And one thing we may need to add, I never added it in the last times. One thing we need to add is maybe a username, but I don't think we need that. Short answer, username. If I have no. And if you say that, then column 5 timestamp type username. Ooh, it updated in the right way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's new. Duplicate column name found. Can we just delete that one? We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What is 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, maybe we need to delink it. Response. Unlink. Yes. And then link it again. Sometimes it's just broken, I have no idea. So. Why is it column 3? Type, user. Type. Didn't I? Ah, shoot. Task. / game. I'm just stupid sometimes. I forgot to. Does it work now? Task game. Yeah, that was the problem. I'm just stupid. Why do I have? Who cares? So, now you have it. Publish. And then with the link can response. I think this is everyone with the link. Yeah, everyone with the link. Publish. Works now? Works now. No! So. Copy. So we still have our thingy here. Art sources. I linked to that before. That's the same idea with the form. I just don't say where I got it. And we will add it on the bottom. So if you're interested. No. This page is horrible. Log in. Am I not logged in? See. Give me a second. I need to get my password. And normally I have a password manager for everything like that, because I don't want to use some default basic passwords for everything. And I don't want to... I can't remember everything, or want to have too less stuff. Okay, it's right. So I don't want to be unsafe, and I don't want to... I can't remember everything, so I just have a password manager for that. The only thing is, it's broken. The crazy thing is, it's broken in the stupid way. Oh shit. So edit. Now you can see how it works. Add button. Yeah, it's a button. URL. This form. Email. No. How do we call it? Document. Document. Community task games. So, done. And now you have it. Publish. Yep. So, wait a second. Do I have that on my server? So you know, I tried to add everything that can be interesting for different kind of stuff on the server, like the cutter, so that people can actually use it or know how to use it. I just need to look. We have here picture link collection for social. Okay, we have that, so we don't need to add it. So I try to put everything in around that direction in my Discord server, so if anyone needs some information, they can check it out. You're free to write about YouTube stuff, or how your stream goes, or if you're streaming, not when you are streaming. That's different. You can talk about your streams and your problems and stuff like this, but it's not good to say, okay, I am going to stream now. Go to me. Please don't. Advertising. I don't like if you just randomly advertise stuff. So, the other thing I want to add, a really big one. I have no idea why that's broken. Does it work now? Strange, but okay. Hi Squish! Is that a vodka bottle? No, this is vodka. And a horse girl. Ooh, horse girl. Yeah. Did you know I have a spin comment now? Last Wednesday I had some time to play around on stream. Exclamation mark spin. You can see it. Kindly, I'm playing around with some form stuff where, yeah, exactly. It's my task wheel where we can say what we do next. Actually, not even bad. The right topic. Okay, I will keep upgrading the stream. Lucky one. I can send you the code or the website if you want. I found it somewhere. I thought for, okay, if you switch task or do something else, it works. It only works for moderators and stream owner, so you're safe. So, rename. Games. So, one other thing I want to do, because I checked out some other streams last week or last Friday a bit. No, Sunday. I had some time on Sunday, so I looked that up. And I noticed some are really good, some are really big, and some I have no idea why they are streaming, but still, don't care. One idea I had, or one thing I want to do, is I need feedback form. So the idea about that is I'm open to check out a stream or check out a video or something like this and give feedbacks. So if you have something I should look into, I can give some feedbacks. It will not be high quality. So, okay, I know if you do 1 second more in your intro, then people don't get away and think, okay, why do you know that? No. More like, okay, I saw your overlay is just bad. Something like this. I had one thing, I looked into one stream, and I thought if I should say something, but then I didn't, because I thought, okay, no, was the following. The stream was like this, and normally you have a window for the stream. So, let's say, okay, you don't know how the window should be, so okay, you say make it smaller, like this. Okay, it's smaller. Okay, normally if you have an overlay, you use something around it because normally you have an overlay for some reason, not only to look good, or if you want to look good, then it should look good. But the only thing that this kind of overlay did was, and they used that one. I played around a bit with drawing, so oh my god, I need to deactivate some stuff. Was the Twitter with the Twitter thingy, and the YouTube with the YouTube thingy, and that's it. So they made the desktop smaller. Then say, okay, they had something around it. They had some rainbows around it. Okay, looks good. And the character from them was here, and the color partner was here. So I had no idea why they had an overlay or a board or some stuff, because it was not even nice to look at. Mostly because the rainbow was rainbowing, so it was not static, so you got really distracted because of that. Distracted. I got destroyed because of the overlay. No. So something like that I can say, okay, this can be distracting. I saw you were streaming before. How was the stream going, Swish? It's some random question. Let's see. Content type. Is it a stream? Is it a video? Is it a Discord server? I can Discord server too. Not gonna lie, I'm struggling with my face tracking model right now. Oh, that's sad. In which direction you're struggling? Is it the rigging or is it the tracking itself? Welcome to IT World. Yeah. But as long as it's goofy and funny, it's still nice. Just with this model I had problems with eyes and something like this and had to set up twice, so yeah. The rigging, the problem isn't made for face tracking and the face tracking basically. The program isn't made for face tracking and the face tracking basically. Okay, that's bad. I think... Wait a minute, do you use Linux or Windows? Because I think you said you don't want to use VTube Studio because of some reason, but I forgot. The neck clips from the body. Oh. I mean, I have idea how things work, but... I refuse to use Live 2D because it gives me a headache. Okay, fair enough. I just say okay, I use it. Because the thing is, I have that with programming a lot. You are at the point you say, okay, do you try to use that thing? And say, okay, I don't want to use the other thing because XYZ. Or do you just try to use that thing you don't want to use because it starts to get easier than using something else? At some points you need to choose if it's worth it or not. And with coding you have something more. Because you have the thing of... Right. Do it yourself. Pay. Or find it. You have these three stuffs with coding. With do it yourself you can say, okay, sometimes it is done in less than, for example, 1 hour, then okay, do it yourself. If it's more than, for example, 24 hours, then it's questionable if it should move to pay or to find something. If you find something and it takes days to find, or even use, let's say, weeks to get it working, then at some point it's worth paying for it. There it is more complicated because if you say, okay, you don't want to pay it, you want to pay it, and say, no, I don't want that, so you try to find it, and at some points you go, okay, I make it myself. It can go this direction too. I know I just don't like meshes and my art looks jank with it. I know the program and I can work with it. That's the other thing. If you know the program, then it could be defining. You save the learning stuff. So if you work with some program you can use, then it's easy to use and you know how to do it, then it could be a lot easier. Yes. But you still need to say, okay, if you have some limitations, then I would rather deal with the demos. I would rather deal with the devil and know than the one I don't. Yes, I know what I mean. The thing is, you see, I have Quitter here with the drawing stuff. But I still have GIMP here, where I still do stuff, but I don't really draw with it. That's two reasons. I use both. For drawing stuff, I actually like to use this one, because I can say that I add a stabilizer to it. So I can stabilize it slightly so I can draw a bit better sometimes. Or it's just easier to use with the kind of things here. And the other thing is with GIMP I'm really used to editing stuff. So if I say okay, I make a new line, say okay, I want actually a border. You can say okay, let's make a border of 2. And color it white, then I have it. And now there's some shortcuts and stuff like this, so it's easier to edit with this software, but drawing, I think it's easier with this software. So I use multiple software for multiple occasions, but like you said, I know GIMP better, so I really like to use it for editing and not for drawing, because with drawing I know this one better. I know it's more like knowledge and how do you like to do stuff with some. So yeah, and with that it's more or less the same. You know how to use your software, so you want to use that software, and that's completely reasonable, and I will do the same. But sometimes it's not bad to have some backup software or some kind of, yeah, I know how we do it in there too. So yeah. And the same way with CSP. I just get a program and then refuse to use any other program. Yeah, that too, yes. Oh, a new software! Let's try it! I never use the old one again. Yeah. I had a time I really tried to code everything myself and tried to have everything nice, even from the start, but at some point I said, fuck it. I just make the minimum, how it can work, and then go up. Because the interesting part is, if you have some knowledge and you can do some stuff, then it's a time thingy. For example, with the follow thingy I made, I can show you, a rotating cat gif. I made that in 30 minutes or less, just because I know how to do it. It's just making a screenshot of the cat, cutting it out and rotate the picture and then make a GIF out of it. It's made in GIMP. It's really simple because it's just a rotation. But if you know a software and know how to do it, it gets easier and you can do it fast. That's something I really like to do. Learn something enough to make it fast, so if you need something fast, you can even do it on stream or something like this to show, hey, let's make this, because I can prepare a week before, or you can make it slowly and show, hey, they can do that. And people are sometimes interested. Add other, yes. So, stream, video, Discord server. Do I miss something? I can say drawing. No idea how much I can give feedback on drawing. Currently I'm working on making a software at work, and now I get in the direction of, okay, now it should look pretty. Oh my god, it's getting annoying. Where you just try to have a, for example, something like this and try to shift it a bit to left, a bit to right, or more like, okay, I need to change the color for every button on screen. How do I do that? That makes sense and don't need to do it manually for everything, and that's getting hard. Stream, yeah, let's keep it. That's required. Username. Oh, smart. Did you notice? I had multiple choice and I wrote user and it switched to short answer. List. Link. Okay. Interesting. So. Paragraph. A short answer. Just a link. Username, link, content type. For me to look in. But yes. The same thing is with the YouTube downloader thing. You can't just say, okay, I download the core software, I just search for a website. Or for converting stuff, pictures or something like this. I can code it myself, maybe in an hour, but sometimes you just need the software, the website, and it's done. It's time management. Strange. Do we need something here? I need the content type, the username, and the link. Is there something else? Yes, social maybe. Social. No, contact. Let's say a paragraph. So where I can get in touch with that person. So if you want feedback or someone to look into it, what kind of information do you want to give? I can say, okay, other here, but still other info. Is there something else I'm missing? You need the content type, it's a stream, video, Discord, drawing or something else, so you can say, okay, I can sort it and just I will not watch a stream or a video if I don't have time, but I can watch in the Discord server just shortly. And the same with drawing. But username, some kind, link to the contact, how we can get in touch with that person, and other information. I think that's enough, or other information is not a requirement. So then we make a can we say do it here too? I can actually add it here too. I can do that. View sheet. Oh, that's the wrong one. Need feedback. Response. Link to sheets. Select. I just noticed that I should look if there is not something problematic. Answer community content made for what? Also insert it here. Nice. Now we have Form 1 and Form 2. The Form 1 is... Why do I have 3 here? What? I think that's the old one. Give me a second. Rename. Let's just say task. Game. Task. Minus game. And here is... I forgot. Rename. Feedback. Sounds good for me. So, in that case we publish this. Anyone with the link can look into it and we add it. Copy. Community task game. At some points we need to make a line here. It starts to get too big. Can we do that? Divider here. And then we need to... Oh my god. Can I? No. Oh, can I? I have no idea how to work with that. So give them element duplicate. Oh, that's nice. Fine by me. I mean, you don't have to answer, so. So if you're working on something, work on something. So. Just asking questions because I'm asking questions. Nothing important. But if someone else is here, if you have some kind of idea what to add, just tell it. So we have the only thing I don't know if it looks good on the mobile, but yeah, we have the social media. Why is it that much? Is that the problem? For some reason it's really too much. Strange. Can I say with margins? Bottom here. Ooh, better. The top auto. No. Looks less close enough. Can we say here margin too? The thing is, if you don't know what margin is, I think it's margin. Auto, yeah. Can I need to make the spacing a bit. Maybe 1 pixel. Or something like this. It's okay. Why do I have a column option if it doesn't work? Come on. Left? Oh, good. There's so many things I can do here. Letter spacing, no. So I think it's enough. I just wanted to... Manual? Oh my fucking god, no. Don't touch that. Whatever I do, I should not touch that. Okay. Mugging. I have no idea what this is. Auto. Mobile. What's the mobile view? Oh my fucking god. Why is that so big? That's what she said. Full blend. What the fuck? Why? I wanted it more to the top, but it doesn't work for some reason. Ah. Full blend height. Why is that height so strange? Hold up button is okay. One thing I need to do. I need to push it more to the top. Yep. Auto. I don't know why it's so problematic. No, I don't want animations. Empty. I have no idea what you want. Okay, fuck it. Well, one thing I have to do, or I want to do, is pushing the art source to the top, because maybe more interesting, but I don't think I need to. So with Max. There's so much CSS bullshit on this side. What is weight? Ah, okay. The border. Letter spacing, no. Don't touch that. Height, intent, corner rounding, thickness, size, weight, letter space. Where is the TS spacing? 0. That's what I want. No, that was not 0. It was .25. Ha! So now we have that one. We have that one. The community things. Maybe social. Maybe I push the art source down, and the button should actually be some kind of button functionality. Yeah, could be interesting. So the button community task feed, then need feedback thingy. Need feedback, not give it. And I need feedback. And document. Yeah, it's okay. Looks good. Where's the text? And stuff. Ooh, Markdown. Don't need that. Done. No, I think we're done. What is that? There's one thing I really hate there, and that's style. Oh my fucking god, I can't put a style into it. Please don't. Don't give me ideas. Default, mobile, element, oh my god. No. Good. I don't want that. Save. So. Oh, let's see. Update. The same spacing, or the same height, but with minimum spacing we see a lot better. And if we go to mobile, we have it up like this. And then we can scroll down. The only bad part is, it's really nicely ending on Discord, so it could be that some people don't know that there's something under it. Like the important stuff. Fuck. Yeah, okay, it's enough. So. Blue Sky, TikTok, I actually don't even use TikTok. YouTube a bit more, outsource, yeah. Good enough for me. So, you can use that one. The only problem with that is I need to look into it, or remember looking into it. Maybe I made one thing. That advice I give you. Add folder. Daily tasks. That's one thing I really like to do is daily task. Why I have a Google here? At least push it on here. A daily task button where I just add stuff I need to look at. Done. Oh, I need to look in this Excel document. Maybe there's something new and something in this direction. There will not be something new. I have something on my Twitch, that Twitter thingy. Not Twitter. My Twist thingy that's... I don't know it's even used. I have a suggestion box that is not used. I mean, what do you want to suggest? More cookies? We can suggest a cookie. Can I make it PNG? With the color transparent. New tab. Oh, that was the wrong one. Open image, new tab. We can add a cookie. Oh! I forgot. There is something I needed. Oh my fucking god. I remember it. There's something important even. And wait, let's save that. I wanted something for my model. Why do I have a bomb drive? I don't use a bomb drive. So stream stuff. Be right back. Node model. I wanted to give my model some kind of be right back message. I can stick on it. So if someone is joining my stream and notice, okay, not here, something like this, I can just push the be right back on the screen, but actually I have a be right back screen. I should use that. Why is there two chat messages on my be right back thingy? Okay, I need to fix that at some point. No, I want to do a short be right back sticker on my model for something like, okay, I'm away for 1 minute. And for longer be right back thing is I can use the other one. But it's easier to have something on my mouse or something like this for be right back stickers. And I thought something like, do you know so sticky notes? Maybe something like this. I didn't find a be right back sticky note. So what I wanted to do was something bigger maybe. Like this. And maybe even color changeable. But for that we need to be right back. Let's say we make it black. And a lot bigger. We need it bigger! It's too small. 200. Yeah, close enough. Be right back. One. Come on. Really? Huh? Less than 1 minute. Or 5 minutes? Yeah, let's say less than 5 minutes. That is okay. Because if I go to the toilet, I need more or less 1 to 2 minutes. If I get something to drink, it could be 1 minute more and some extra minutes just because if I have a problematic way and just have something in my way and fall down. Oh, trip! If I trip over my stuff in my apartment, then yeah. 5 minutes is okay. Now we can play around with it. One thing we can do is, yeah, and now we can play. We add a layer. We say this layer is select border. There's one magic that's really interesting to show. And that is, I have black here. It's too much. Understandable. Let's say I wanted to have not overlaying like this, but I want to have the yellow color a bit darker. What I can do is one thing. At first I remove it again and say just 25% filling. Okay, that's one thing I can do. Let's make it 50. Return. That's darker, but it's darker too much. So I just say mode lightning. So we'll just make the yellow on that line darker, and everything else is just invisible. Like this. I can even say, okay, and one thing I can do, because okay, that's, I actually want more control. Let's say I fill it to 100%. It looks a bit brown actually, strange enough. Maybe it's the wrong one. Maybe I need... No. Give me a second. Lightning? Illuminate? Probably it's that. But if it's just black, I can just say normal and say do it like this, but... Yeah! Too late. Illuminate. So we can just use this one to control how dark it is. I try to play around with that a bit. So we have some kind of darkening border. And the really nice part about this is I can just do this and it's combined. So the one thing is I don't want that. I want to do the following. Yellow. Select, shrink for 10. Okay. Two less. And select, shrink for 20. Okay, now it starts to get small, but select, grow for 30. Now we get a rounding. I just shrinked it and made it big again and got a rounding with that. So I can just say, okay, make that yellow. And we have a rounded finger here. Then we say this again, select, shrink by 2. Made that one black again. Wrong one. Actually, I don't want this to shrink, I wanted the border. Yeah, oops. And I say fill hole section easier. So now we have it with a round corner. It's the small tricks, just make it smaller and bigger and then we have a round corner. I think that's enough. So we don't know that one again. We can even look how it looks like. So, and we can change the text a bit with making it bigger, but one thing I want to do is... Oh, here's the other one. Yeah, oops. Can we make it 300? No? 250? 350 is good. There's one thing I wanted to add still. And I have no idea how to do it, but I think I have an idea. It needs to be round is the problem. We just make it like this. I say red. Let's see how good we can do that. Then we say copy, paste. Then I say rotate with no. And say 90. And say more or less like this. Then we say, okay, we have the size. And just let it grow. There's a reason I do it like this. And not differently. The main reason is I don't trust the rotation tool, because sometimes it fucks up for 1 pixel and then it's not completely centered. So sometimes, sometimes it is strange. Let's just, and we can even check it. Scale. Okay, it's the same. Can I move that? No. I can just deactivate the chat thingy. So on the top right you can see it's 139 to 139. So if you just push the scale button after you marked it, you see the marking. This can be really nice like this. I think that's too big. So let's shrink it for 50. Looks good. And then actually we could make it a lot smaller. Let's grow it for 50. Too much. Select, shrink it for 70? 69? No, 70. Oh. Oh. That was too much. Row it for 70. Ooh, that looks good. I should actually just use the thing here. Fair enough. I think it's good enough. And then we make it red again. And that's how I actually do it. That's one of the reasons I'm really bad with organic stuff, because I work with this kind of things to get things to work. Now I have a circle just with growing and shrinking stuff. And with that it can be problematic. And if I want to give it some kind of nice view, you can say just duplicate it, mark it, say the select to shrink for 2 pixels, say the select to invert, and then say okay, I make a different color or something like this. No idea. Let's make it maybe a bit lighter. So we have some kind of things here. Then it looks a bit more pin-like, but actually it should be dark around. So let's say we make this darker. And this more lighter. Or more red. Oh, looks better? A bit. Yeah. And we can put it on the cat model. So we have some kind of pin. It's not the best one, but still. It should be enough. One thing I can do is save that. And I would really like to put it in a the folder. Good. Save, export, be right back, model, bin. So I just noticed that my chat is gone. No idea why. Overlay chat box. What the fuck happened with the chat box? Browse setting. Shut thrust when not visible. No. You should stay. So, export, yes. And what I wanted to do was image to... Where is it? Slice to content. Done. It's good. So. Is actually my Google Drive active? Yep. Ooh, wait a minute. It got fancy. Sync activity. Just want to see one thing. Options, preference. Okay, that one is the same. Stream assets. Okay, that's okay. I don't want to get my stream assets lost again. I have a hard drive I want to use for my stream stuff after I got my model, so that it doesn't get lost again. Yes, again. I got some stuff lost. Items. I know some stuff where I can do some to do some tricks around how you save stuff automatically or put it on the hard drive or something like this, but I don't want to use that. Could be annoying. Stream stuff. Stream stuff. So where is it? Here. Good. Do we have this button? No. So, I show you. Item settings. What we want for now is this one. Select, add. It's a bit big, but yeah, we can do that. That's all. Okay. So, what we wanted to do is item hotkeys, create new item scene with be right back less 5 min in this group. Save. Yep. Then we say put it on my cat here. Actually not in bed. Maybe here. No, it actually was nice. Ah. Okay, that looks good. Then we need some hotkeys. So we need settings, hotkeys, and say the following. Hotkey action toggle item scene. The item scene is the thingy here, and the key combination we need to just check. And then we can say tack. Good. So, and one thing we need to do that I forgot is we need to put that on the cat, like here, and need to edit the settings. Wait a minute. Configured loading item, this one. Put item in model, that's the thing I wanted. Front, yes. Wait a second. Where can we put it? That could be really creepy. No. Font is good. Done. So then we need to lock and flip this. Okay. Okay, and then if we push it. What? Locked? Is it because... Oh, fuck. Select. Include items, select. Does it work now? Yes. Okay. Okay, I think it's good. It works. It works. And we have a new item. I thought about if something actually could be here, but no. I can add ears to my ears. Oh my god, that could be really annoying. Actually, what else is here? I saw there are many kind of different things, like horns and something like this, but I have no idea what to do. So, orange boba, oh my god. But, yeah. We have 45 minutes, so let's spin and look what we do next. Really? Something looks wrong because it's the completely same position. Let's check. No, okay, good, okay. Okay, it works. It's a bit strange, but it works. Okay. That's saying we still keep updating the stream. It will be an update stream. Oh my god. Okay. But you should give me a second. One thing I can do is, can I... Oh my god. Can I bind this? Oh my. Oh my fucking god. I just try if I can add the hotkeys here. Microphone. Mute. Unmute. Does that work? That works. Give me a second. Be right back. It's just to the toilet and... Yeah, just to the toilet. And back. So the spinning worked, so we need to actually update. Let's just check if someone on Discord is... No. Check if someone on X? Nope. Nope. YouTube? Nope. Fine. Maybe I should check my emails actually. Yeah, I just got me something to eat. Wisecracker. I got this from Twitch, and actually the one that followed me before. Ah! Now I understand. Marty. Good to know. That's the one that actually searched for a stream collaboration. And looks like she, it, I have no idea, followed me before, just to see what I'm doing. Good to know. Maybe I'll just follow him, them. I'm not sure. I can still unfollow if something happens, but I follow them for now. Just to remember it. Okay. What else can we do for the stream? The overlay I can't, because I want to do that as a surprise. I added the task and the feedback thingy. I mean, you can add something myself. I mean, there are some tasks that could be interesting. It only works with at least a few fields. Do you know they rate my stuff? That's something we could actually do, but for that we needed a lot of people. Because it can be funny in both directions. In the direction of pictures or something like this. Not, okay, look at this or look at that. More like send photo, video, and I rate it. But it's only it's actually really interesting for both sides. It's something I really like sometimes if it's if the people actually do it. So yes. Other thing is look at fan art. That can be problematic and good at the same time. Reddit meme or stream meme. That's something that is interesting too, because sometimes you're just memeing around in stream, like bat or the bat. Wait, or some stupid stuff that people make meme or something like this. I watched videos from a YouTuber that does a lot of Mario games Wastefire, if you know it. With Y. And there's a lot of memes around him, and it's really interesting because he has a subreddit with, they put a lot of memes into it with Grendel and he's spoiled and something like this. It's really funny actually, and he did some videos, so if you don't look at Reddit so much and so say okay, you can get some things behind it, why that's funny, or still get something behind the scenes around it. It could be really interesting. So yeah. One thing that could be interesting is something like quotes. I would just look at quotes, but for that, there's a really question mark. I don't think that's that important. With Raidman stuff. Other stuff is community games. That can be interesting because you need a lot of people around it, and it could be. One thing I saw from Fillion was the community is voting some stuff, and yeah. And guessing what the community voted. That could be interesting. So yeah. For that we needed some kind of operation too. What other thing can we do? Chat games. Like pet. Not bad. Bet. Roulette. No bad. No. Bet on an outcome. For example, everyone starts with some kind of points. Click. Okay. My watch is giving me a notification I'm not interested in. Get no idea what he sends me. Strange stuff. For example, with bad outcome, we need in the game. So if I'm playing something and need to be really good or need to get to win something, then it could be, how I say it, you need a game for that. Without a game it doesn't work. So for example, if you play a competitive game like Valorant, League of Legends, Marvel Rivals or something like this, then we can bet for it. If say okay, do we win, do we lose, do we what else? Or some people, Carl Sagan, as good interested streamer, does that with Mario Maker. That he say okay, will it die on something? And they can vote for what they will die for. Could work too, but for that we need some kind of stuff. What other thing we can do would be really playing together. In the direction of less than 10 player games. For example, if we have no idea. I don't want Minecraft because I don't actually want to play that. But if you have some other kind of games we could play, like the classic video games, then we can do that. Even TFT would work. And the other thing, it could be problematic. What else we can do if you have a lot of people, or at least over a specific amount, is yeah. One thing I want to avoid is reaction stuff. Reaction in the direction of we watch a video. No-go is watching a video with input without input. I can't write. That's something I really don't like. And I saw a stream that did that. They just say, okay, I am watching this video. Say nothing and you can just watch with me. And that's something I don't want, because why do a stream if you just watch the video? Come on. If you say something in between or stop it each minute or something to say, okay, that's it's good, that's bad, that's a like, that I don't like. Okay, that's something else. But I don't want to watch a video without input. Maybe don't try to laugh. It's borderline, but it could be funny, it could be not funny. That's something I try to avoid as much as possible. I can try it maybe for one stream or for 1 hour or something like this, and if people really like it, then yes, but I don't want to do that. But that's really if nothing else works. So if I have nothing, or I have no power for nothing else, like say it like this, then yes, but I don't want to do. Hate rate? No, I will not go into it. It's a no-go. Dog shit without reason? No-go. And stuff like this. And bad stuff in general. I am completely open to just rage to some extent, but if I rage, I want to make it reasonable rage, not just stupid rage. I can rage. My raging is different because I start to really stupid talk. Like, okay, if it's a good rage, I talk so stupid. Like, there's just stupid stuff coming out of your mouth, and I have no idea why I'm listening, because I had no idea you can say so much stupid shit. But I'm a lot more rage stuff. The thing is, I don't say he, she, it is stupid. I say the stuff they say is stupid. So it's careful. Great. But sometimes it's just that. There's one thing I noticed on X that some people really like, some streamers really like to say, okay, thank you for supporting me with your comments, likes and something like this. And I thought about it, and it depends, I say. If you say, okay, you have a picture, or you want some feedback or something like this, yes, but it always depends in the context. If you just ask something and you want an answer and don't communicate with everyone, just a few, then could be problematic. So, is there something else? Yeah. Reddit, look at fanware stream. There's one other thing. That can be problematic. On stream feedback. If you watch something on stream because someone wants a feedback and give that feedback. That works to some extent. That we can do for bands. That is something that is really depends. If someone says yes, you can show that stuff on stream, and yes, you can use that and give me please feedback, we can do something like this. Just watch into the stream, skip around it and something like that, and say, okay, that doesn't look good, that doesn't look good, maybe tell it and something like that. And even with the chat, looking into some stuff. But if you do it with the chat, you need some kind of people there with you that say, okay, we watched, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 people that say, okay, I know something we can do better, or she can do better, or it can do better, or they can do better, or who else? It's just that person. Just be the thing easier. If that person can do better, like people, if the people can do better. I forgot it. This gets complicated. And we can do that. For example, I don't see them speaking. And then we can work on a list and give feedback. That's something we can actually do on stream. It depends. And there's one thing I'm not completely sure. There is some stuff that always happen with streams, VTube and something like this, and that's the Rule 34 stuff. I have no problem if you do some stuff with my future model. I don't need to look at it or something like this, and I even can say I have no problem to rate it or give feedback. I have a good stomach in the direction of, okay, I can't do gore, like it's hurting or something like this, but I can still look into it and say, okay, good, it's not my stuff. But I got some kind of a hard stomach in that direction, because at some point I saw too much. And I have no problem with that. You don't need to send it to me and say, okay, just ignore it. But the thing is, I have no problem to watch some stuff or do some stupid talk around it. But Twitch doesn't like that. So I can't do that here. So one thing that I saw some other streamer do is just say for the community, yeah, we have a big community and there are some really good, not such for work games. They're actually not even bad to play, and we just go to let's say OnlyFans or some other fancy or something like this and stream it there, and everyone that has the rule and the age 80 plus rule can join, but only in the community, and do some community specific stuff. That's actually something I really like, because let's say move a bit more. I try to get my model a bit moving. That's why. And that's something I don't care doing, as long as it's just with my model and it's just VTubing. If you know my real life stuff, I will have to say it, and I need to stop that because they get too private. But I have no idea what the future says. One other thing I noticed, that could be a bit for you, Squish, too. I saw something that I noticed for some streams. and that is that some, and I don't know which server that was. In this list, some people, I think I can find one, give me a second. Was it this one? No. No. Give me 1 minute. I can find it. Okay, that one works. I need to actually open a lot more. No Ember Drill, I know that one. I don't want to open the video itself, but show you something. Yes, that one works. And the same here. I think. Yes. It's not even. Is it that? No. Videos. Yeah. You can forget that one. There's something I want to show. If you're streaming and have the following problem that you think, okay, you get 2 less viewers. Look at the following. There's streamer 1. Last stream 13 days ago. Close to 2 weeks. Other streamer has 100, that one has 104, 151 streams. Last stream 70 days. Last month, last month. They streamed a lot more and then stopped streaming for some point. And you can see here some viewers. Next one. 122 followers. Last month, 2 months. And notice that with some VTubers, streamers, they went, I don't know how much they streamed, but they got to a point where they say they stream less and less. Where you can see they stopped streaming each week and got a really low stream count. I do 2 streams a day, a week. That's if you see, that's 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. They are not that long, but they stopped streaming at some point. And I noticed many streamer or VTuber started to stream less and less after some time. It could be 1 year, it could be 1 month, it could be 2, 3 years. But I noticed that many streamers just stopped. Maybe they only had 1 or 2 viewers, maybe they had 10 to 20 viewers, and I even heard from a streamer that... Give me a second. I find her. It's here. Yep. Really nice stream, actually. She has 2.4k followers, and she said she stopped for a few months. So 50, 12, and then started to stream again. But she, or maybe it was more, I don't know. And she got a lot of less viewers because of that. Because she stopped streaming at some point. I think it is normal that you need a break for 1 or 2 weeks. That's normal. But if you stop streaming for 1, 2, 3 months, then it can be that it's really hard to get back, because the viewers you had maybe they say, okay, each Sunday I just watch the stream, and I say, okay, the stream is not online, so what I'm doing, and they say, okay, watch someone else, and then they watch someone else, and then they have the option to say, okay, I could watch both, or try to watch both because I like the other one too, or I just stay at the new one because the old one looks like he's streamed less and less. And sometimes this, I think they say they will move to the other one. And that could be happen to a lot of these streamers that stream less and less. So even if you say, okay, I can't stream each day, if you say, okay, if it gets too much for you and you need a break, take a break, or just say, okay, stream it once a week for an hour or two, just to keep the streak going and keep it alive. What I did today was just, okay, I do some stream stuff. I'm here to speak with you. I'm here to do some stuff. The thing is, I'm currently, I can't say how long, but I can say at which day I started, because I still have it noted. I started at 6th, the 9th, so in 2 weeks, yes, in 2 weeks, I have 6, 7, 8. I'm streaming for 3 months. 2 times each week, or I tried 2 times each week. I think it did 2 times each week. So it was the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. Yeah, 3 months. It's not even 3 months actually. Whew. But I will try to keep it going. Even if it's just 2 times a week. Even if I say, okay, it's maybe 1 time a week. Then I say, okay, if it's not Wednesday, I push it to Friday or something. I still will try to do 2 times a week. Who's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yes, I noticed many people just stopped at some point. So, or just got a burnout, say, no, I need to stop. Chill. I think it's better to say, okay, you keep your stream and your thing going and take it slow. I tell you a story. The music is really for storytelling for some reasons. I mean, in real life, I had some problems. One of them is I really like computer, and I really like coding, and I really like doing stuff around it. But there was one problem, and that is I learned the wrong job. It was like this, that I really had, or let's put it here. I really had the problem with doing, or with learning, let's say it like this, that I really hate Schule, because Schule was more like, okay, you need to remember it. It's not like, okay, you need to know how it works, it's more like remember it. Everything was remembering. The only thing that wasn't remembering was math. Math was like, okay, you will need to remember some stuff, but if you just remember the base, you can work around everything. You just say, okay, with logic, you can get to some solutions. So, but the other stuff was really hard, because if you have language class, it was like, okay, you need to remember how you speak, or stuff like this, and not in a fun way, so more or less, okay, you need to know how it's called, and be good at it. Sometimes it's more free stuff, free play, free speaking, but a lot less. Then you have geography, learning where somewhere is, how many people or something like that. Then have you politics, remembering, and so on and so forth. And I got really annoyed of it. And because that's not how I like to learn stuff. I like to learn stuff with trying or doing something in the direction. And with computer, like, okay, I try to go to something, look, okay, how does it work? Testing it. Oh, so it works like this, and then you know it at some point. The same with like GIMP or with Krita. You try it, okay, and after some time, if you use it a lot, you remember it. The remembering comes naturally. So, in that case, okay, what is the problem? Okay, the Schule system is the problem. I don't like it. But to go in the direction of IT, I would have to go to Schule, but I don't want that. So I tried to get a job and get something somewhere where I can learn about computer. The problem was in my city there wasn't much, and I don't think there isn't currently, or really some kind of job learning where you can learn about coding or something like this. It's more or less, okay, you go to school and then you learn it, and yeah. So what I did was I got another job. Another job I don't really like that much, but the colleagues was good, so it was good enough for me. Good. I thought, okay, I should get it done to have some kind of work or work-related stuff learned, so I have something as backup. Even if I don't like it, if I'm not good at it, I have something paper. Good. I finished it. It was not the best thing, but I finished it. Good. After that, I didn't want to keep working this job. So I thought, okay, I will look for something else. Maybe selling stuff. Maybe something with computer. Maybe setting up computer. Stuff like this. I tried to find some jobs, and many of them, okay, not what I want. But I still kept learning about computer. Every time in my free time, I said, okay, I learn how Word works. I learn how PowerPoint works. I learn how Photoshop works. I learn how everything works. How to install Windows. How to delete Windows and install it again. How to find drivers or stuff like this. How to make your own computer and build one. I did that everything in my first years of work, where I had to learn not that stuff. So I tried to go in this direction. Okay, I want computer, but it isn't for me. I can't find a job at this. So I got another job. It was not the best one, but I helped them out. Worked there, I don't say something specific. It was okay, but at some point I said, okay, it doesn't work out. And so, okay, I can't do that anymore. I noticed that I have some problems, and I think later I found out it was like I'm not satisfied with what I did, with the job, and with how much or what I have to do. It was more like, okay, I have to work with my hands and my body and carry stuff and do something around this, but not with my mind. My mind was, how to say it, not it. My mind was like I'm taking a walk in the forest, but I'm really not done. No. It's like in taking a walk, but I want to run. Like this. So let's say it like this. So, always if I got home, I did some computer stuff. I thought okay, I should do more, and I couldn't actually sleep much. It was late at sleep. I really was night active. Or not active at night, and was a night owl. So, yeah. So, it was more like, yeah, not... I didn't get exhausted. Brain exhausted. Let's say it like this. And at some point I stopped working there and was workless again. And say, okay, I want something with computer. I don't care what it is, I just want something with computer. I don't think I will learn coding from you. So, or get a coding course, but I still want something in that direction, so I'm happy. And get my mind some, not candy, work to do. Not only my body, more or less my mind. So, I keep learning privately, and I was workless I think for a year. But in the first month I tried to get a course about computer, and they said no, I can't have it. I can't have the course about this computer. I had a 2 days test where I had to drive somewhere. There was no problem to say okay, just stay there for half a year, and I can only get home at weekends. Was not a problem for me. But they said okay, I am not stupid. I've been smart. I can have some good parts in this direction, I'm good in this direction. This is okay. Maybe your language is not the best, but it's okay. But you are really good in visualizing shapes and some stuff like this, or 3D visualizing. But you're not good, so really good. But you're only good in mathematics. Not good, because there was a good and a very good. It was just good. And they have to be very good in mathematics to get this course. And I thought that doesn't make sense. You ask me a question about computer and you can say, okay, which one do you want? Say, okay, search for a file. Do you want one of this file, or do you want a specific file? Do you want it filtered with when it's graded, something like this? I can do that. It's basic, but still good. And I didn't get it. I said, okay, fuck, I have no idea what to do, because I can't just pay a course for myself. I don't want to get Schule, because Schule is shit. So what am I doing? And I got really depressive at that point. But I normally was like, okay, don't give up. But I had no idea what to do. I know I want to do something with computers, but I had no idea how to get it. Because many people said, okay, you need a paper, or you need to say, okay, you know this kind of stuff, but I don't know how to learn that kind of stuff, because I don't know what people need, and I have no idea where to get this information, what people need. And with coding, I tried to say, okay, learn coding, but I have no point where to know how to code, how to learn it. I tried it before, but it was more or less, yeah, here, make a calculator with adding two numbers in your line. Like, okay, make a calculator. It like you write out the text, insert number, for example. Good. Then I insert a number. Select math. Select, for example, add subtraction and something like this. Then I say okay, I use for example 2, and I say okay, insert second number, and I say okay 4, and then you get for example 8. Really basic stuff. It's not that you can't do that on the lowest coding thingy, and I say okay, that does look interesting. It looks really basic. I mean, I can make a calculator in the terminal, but makes zero sense. How do we work with pictures, videos, audio, or even create a website or something? That doesn't make sense. I know that you need some if else to say okay, you need to select between 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe work with a bit of string, but how is that connected with coding? I don't understand. And they always keep going with the basic of the basic stuff, like read some text and give it back, or reverse it or something like this. And I said, that's not funny. That's not even interesting. If I watch back, this is normally 1 or 2 functions. So okay, I use 5 lines to write this code, maybe 10. Maybe I do something else to make it bigger. This is not fun. And I want something with a GUI, a user interface, graphical user interface or something like this, but I couldn't find something like this, and it got really annoying. So I did this for some years, and then said okay, I had no idea, and I got really depressive because of that, and so okay, I have no idea what to do. I actually went to a doctor because of it. They say okay, even if I can't get in this direction, I should just do something. And that was the point of the first time I did videos. I just tried to make videos in streaming, but that's the other way. And after a year or something like this, I started to try learning coding. I just made a website and used just PHP to make some back behind the scenes, so server kind of coding, but low. It was not even JavaScript. It's just okay, login page, guest book or something like this. Really low. I had that set for some time, but just to play around. And after that, I started with Java and just learned. And I said, okay, now I noticed, hey, there is a point where I can learn it. We have a website, and I said, okay, with a website I can start. I said, okay, I have if I push here, I get a link, or if I push there, I need to do some stuff like log in or in a database and say, okay, and to get some guest book or something like this, or write me an email. That's something I can work with. That's something that can be fun. And I added that. I did that. And then I said, okay, now I go other thing. I have a stream. Now I want a chatbot. I wrote a Twitch chatbot. It's a simple thing, and say, okay, I want the chatbot to join other streams. And then I had one chatbot and say, okay, chatbot, leave the stream. Then I had 2 chatbots and say, leave the stream. They had 4 chatbots. And I said, what the hell happened? Why do I have you 4 times here? You should leave that shit. That's another story. I have no idea. They had some problems where I say, if you leave it, they tried to leave, but couldn't, and just spawned a second instance in the chat. I have no idea why. So with two chatbots tried the same. They tried to leave, but only spanned a second one of them. Then you had 4, and before it gets 8, and so on and so forth. Happened, and writing a Twitch bot like this was really easy with points system and stuff. It's not even that hard. You can just say, okay, check how many people are writing on each machine to give a point, for example. How you make the point system and the calculation behind is more problematic. But okay. And after I got this point, I tried to code 3 times at this point, and just with books and then trying. And at some point I said, okay, I keep going. I learned coding in my free time, and then I got some kind of connection. I said, okay, I tried it 3 times, no, I don't get it, don't lose the grip. I keep coding. It doesn't care, I keep coding. I learn more, I try to make a website, I try to make a smartphone app, maybe try more, and keep going. And that's something that I really like to do, is even if I take a break, I try to come back. And I did that with coding, and I did that with streaming. I tried streaming 3 times. The first time was at the time I was workless, and for a longer time, and said, okay, I had some depression and need something to get me back on track. The first time, then I took a break because I tried to stream 5 times a week and I got too less time for friends. And I said, okay, I need to turn it down to have more time for friends. And then the second time was a bit later, because I thought, okay, I try it again. Because they say, hey, maybe you should do streaming again or do some videos again. I said, okay, good, I tried. Then I noticed I'm really bad. Some people come, and then I thought, okay, I tried to edit my own videos and noticed, fuck, I can't do that. I'm bad at editing my own videos. So it was more like I looked at at everything on my stream and said, okay, I have no idea, make it funny or how to edit some stuff out or something that could be interesting. I'm really bad at that, so other people can maybe do that, but it's like, I don't know. I can do funny stuff but don't know it. And people notice it and say, okay, maybe that looks it's actually funny. I have no idea. Yeah, and the second time was, okay, 2 months, and I said, okay, no, it doesn't work out. I try to stream at night, and yeah, it's better to do something else. Focus on coding. Because coding, I had that. And then I stopped again because I noticed, okay, something isn't right. I can have fun because I try to make videos, but it doesn't work out. So I just said, oh, fuck it. Let it go. But I always had in my mind, like with coding, I really like to code and keep coding, and I take a break but still keep coding. That I have in my back of the mind, I want to try again. I want to stream again, but with webcam, no. But it got really interesting with VTubers. The last time I streamed was before the VTuber started, the VTuber things, and with VTuber this got really interesting. If they're all, okay, you don't know who you are, because with streaming it was like, okay, you need some kind of face to the stream, because if you don't have a webcam, it's really hard to get people to watch you, because it's not that interesting, because you want to see you moving. They want to see where you look at. If you have the eyes closed, if the eyes open or something like this. So yeah. Gaming. Actually wanted to fix some stuff on my stream. Well, actually I need to go offline. I just want to finish the story. Yeah. Still working on your model, Squish. Gambling. Fair enough. I can add some gambling. Try to find some gambling things. One thing we can look. Oh my bad, no problem. Yeah, you can spin what you want. But the spin is currently just for the real what we are doing. I forgot which one that was. Slots is on Streamlabs, yeah. This one you mean? What slots? Ah, slots. The gambling one. No. I actually wanted to look something else. If there's a point system. There was one bot, a really interesting one. Chatbox, no. That I actually like to use because there was everything on your computer and you can make an account, log in, and then as long as the computer is London, you have the chatbot in it, but you can have point system, you can quotes, you can have something, but I forgot who that was, and someone else bought that thingy, so no idea. Channel points, yeah, and many things just got removed with channel points because many things work with the Twitch channel points. So yeah, the Twitch channel points you see actually was from someone else. Yeah, a bot had actually that some bots had that idea first, and then Twitch included it at some point, and now only everything works with that. But yeah. So, I keep that open for now. But now, you know, I keep staying here. And even I try to keep streaming, even if it's just 1 or 2 times a week. Even if I have less time at some point, I will try to keep streaming. And that's the only thing that actually can help. How is your model going, Squish? Before I go offline, just wanted to know that. It's hard to keep up, to be honest, with the model or with the stream, or with the streaming. Ooh, fixed it. Nice. Streaming, yeah. I am struggling to stream even 2 times a week. So I keep the Wednesday fixed, so I don't plan anything. A friend from me asked me if I can do something today, and I said no, I'm streaming. I know it. Normally I have more time for him as for streaming, so no problem. And on Sunday I try to keep streaming too. So I think if you have 1 or 2 times, it's a lot better. You try to have 2 times each day. That could be too much. Maybe you turn it down, because maybe you get burnout because of that. I noticed that with social media. So I say turn it down if you can, because I think it's better that you maybe only stream 2-3 times or 1 time each day. So like 5 streams a week or even less, but keep going. I think it's a lot more worth, because if you try to make 10 streams each week, and after 1 or 2 months you say, oh, this is too much, and I need to take a break for a few weeks, then it could be problematic. I think. No idea if it really is, but I think. So I will prepare everything for upload. So I will actually go to I gave up on that. Fuck all that. There's 2 times a day. Yeah. Stream maybe once each day, or maybe 4 or 5 times each week is a lot better. But I have to. So yeah. That's good. So I think we had a chill stream today. Just a bit talking. Yeah. I'm still looking if someone else. I have no idea how to remove that bot. I have here a bot. Not there. A bot here. This is Fosa bot. And I have no idea how you get that away from the stream. I have no idea how to kick it. So I tested it and it knows it's here all the time. I want to remove it from the chat. I have no idea how. Who cares? Yeah. But one thing maybe you missed that's one. And it is muting my microphone. So I like to talk too much about this. So I will stop now. I need to get to shower and go sleeping. I need to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m. again. And yeah, I need to get something. And I got my holy milkshake, but we can talk about it on Sunday and have more updates. And maybe I get an update about the guy or the girl, or the collab I found where someone is looking. Have a nice night and don't stress yourself too much, Squish. Ciao, people. And I wanted to say something, but I have no idea what. Have a nice night. I love stress. I know I to stress myself too. Ciao. Have a nice day. Night. You know. Ciao. My partner is missing.